guys, this is Star, and I just got home from seeing The Rise of Skywalker. So, ow. I set my knee on my desk. A great way to start a video. Anyway. So like I said, I just got home from watching The Rise of Skywalker, and, it was a pretty good movie. Like, definitely a lot better than The Last Jedi. Better than The Force Awakens. Better than Solo. I'm not sure if it's better than Rogue One or not, because I've been liking that more and more, because I've seen it like 5 times in the last week for some reason. Don't question that. I'm not questioning it, so like, yeah. Anyway. So I saw The Rise of Skywalker today. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It relies heavily on the originals, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, using themes and characters and whatnot from those movies. And there's a lot of emotion to this one. I'll say that. I do recommend it if you have not seen it yet. If you have seen it, let me know what you think of it in the comments. Now, before we go any farther, I want you guys to know that anything beyond this point is going to contain spoilers for the movie, because I just want to get out a few things out of my system about it and kind of like think, get a chance to say what my favorite parts and whatnot. So, anything beyond this point is containing spoilers. So click off the video now if you have not seen it and do not want to hear any spoilers. Okay. That was your last chance for that. Anyway. So, let's get a few things straight here. Rey's a Palpatine. Leia's dead. Kylo Ren is now dead. And Palpatine is double dead. Okay. Yeah. Hux is also a traitor. Well, a spy for the rebels for some reason. So, we know the First Order does not never liked Kylo Ren, really. Which is kind of obvious. Hux goes and delivers a message to the rebellion. Somehow. I forget what he said. But he delivered a message to the rebellion. Rebellion? Okay, that's the first three. Sorry. Resistance. And they knew Kylo Ren figured out there's a spy. He didn't know who it was. And then later on in the movie, when the rebels are like Finn, Poe, Rey, and a few droids, being 3PO, BB-8, and Dio. Is that the name of the droid they said it was? The cone-shaped one. I think they said it was Dio. But yeah, so they were all on the Kylo Ren ship, which he didn't know at the time, but they came across Hux, they came across Hux and got trapped with Chewie because they were rescuing him, and then hang on a second, I'm thinking they got captured, right? And Hux said he offered to execute Finn for one of the troopers that were gonna execute him. So he took the blaster. But instead of shooting Finn, he turns and shoots the other 3 troopers behind him. And then he tells Poe, Finn, and Chewie that he was the spy. And as he helps them escape, he tells them to shoot his arm, so it looks like that they got away, like fair and square, like he didn't help them or anything. So they actually shoot his leg. Later on, they discover that it's obvious to them that he was a spy. And he gets shot in the chest and most likely killed because he didn't show him for the rest of the movie. So yeah, that's all I have to say on Hux because he's like dead now. So, and then Rey, she comes across Kylo Ren, who says he can tell her because Palpatine told him who Rey is, and then he found Rey on, I forgot the name of the desert planet. It wasn't Jakku or Tatooine. But I forgot. But whatever. So he found her there. because Chewie was on one of the transports that the Knights of Ren were on. They blew it up, but it turns out he's on one of the other transports, and they didn't know it. So they thought Chewie was dead, which he wasn't. But Rey tells Kylo Ren tells Rey that he'd tell her who her background is if she joins him. He tells her her background on the ship later in the movie when they're getting away. And he tells her that these are his direct words: "You are a Palpatine." Rey's the granddaughter of Palpatine, which is basically confirmed. And she confronts Palpatine later in the movie. He tries to get her to join him, but instead she uses her weird link with Ben Solo, who she somehow redeemed by stabbing him and therefore killing Leia, basically, as well as she transmitted a message to the Force to Ben. So she helps Ben out by giving him a lightsaber, and then he hurries to help her because she has two lightsabers, because Luke gave her Leia's, because apparently he trained Leia for some time after Return of the Jedi, which that actually surprised me to find out. So then they both have lightsabers, and they both tried to take on Palpatine, but he actually uses some sort of power on them to like heal his body. He healed his hands, which are his fingers were so skinny. They're like bones, like skin stretched over them. So he healed his hands, and then he healed his eyes, which were basically white and pupilless. And then he used the Force to push Ben over a hole in the ship somewhere. They weren't in a ship, sorry. But yeah, he did that. There's so much that happened in this movie. After Kylo Ren, he saw Rey. She was basically dead. And then remember in the original 3 when Palpatine told Anakin that, well, not original 3, but the prequels, where Anakin told Palpatine told Anakin that he could give him the power to save other people. Kylo Ren basically did that to Rey. And well, Reylo happened and they kissed. But then he died because he like gave his life to give her hers back. So he basically pulled a Darth Vader and sacrificed himself to save Rey. So, and then at the end, Rey goes to Tatooine, where Luke was raised, where all the movies started, and she leaves Luke / Anakin's lightsaber with Leia's lightsaber, and she buries them right at the house where it all started, in that Tatooine desert. Then a stranger comes up to Rey and asks her who she is because she doesn't know her. And then the ghosts of Leia and Luke appear to her, and she calls herself Rey Skywalker. She just takes they accepted her into their family despite the fact that she was a Palpatine. And Rey trained her. Leia helped train her in the movies because she believed in her and her spirit. And Luke, they kept telling her that her background meant nothing. Her blood doesn't mean anything. It's really what's within in their spirit, which turned out to be true. At this point, I'm like ranting and skipping around different parts of the movie, but this movie was incredible. It relied heavily on the last 3, like I've already said earlier. Kylo Ren just like turned to Darth Vader, redeemed himself, saved Rey after she basically disintegrated Palpatine like Voldemort almost. This movie was really, really good for Disney Star Wars. And if you haven't seen it, I really do think you guys should go see it. If you have seen it, like I've already said, let me know in the comments. Do you like it? Did you hate it? Is it just okay? And yeah, like I said, I liked it. I was amazed, taken back by it. I like the ending they gave Leia. It was kind of fitting. And since Luke trained her, it actually makes sense how in The Last Jedi she like pulled herself back onto the ship after she was blown out into space. But the movie was this movie was really good. Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker, really good. I just said really good 4 or 5 times. Go see it if you have not already. If you have, like I've already said, let me know what you think. Let me know your favorite part. Let me know your least favorite part, and whatever. What do you think about Lando coming back? Everything like that. Yeah. Have a great day or night wherever you guys are. I'll see you guys in the next video, I guess.